Hello, everyone. Jesse Webb, Traders Pro. Market conditions had another decent day yesterday after a sell-off day. We've moved back to bullish in this uptrend, and we've seen the momentum indicator. It had slid back down. It's back up into that momentum range and holding. Well, we'll see if it continues to hold right here. We did have enough of a retracement potentially on that indicator to be able to find some support and see some more upside, as we're seeing these indicators just kind of pulling back between extreme and into that trending zone, which is ultimately what we want to see. Breadth, we didn't see much strength in that yesterday. Sentiment is holding right around here again. That sentiment indicator can sit right here for a long, long time, and still continuing to do so right here. We are seeing buy-sell ratio with all kinds of volatility happening here, sitting right around that one level, 0.93, and you can see just the amount of confusion or market tug of war that's taking place here within that buy-sell ratio, and we're seeing the bulk of the moves are happening in a handful of stock, which is fine, but ultimately we would want to see a little bit larger participation here going forward. Let's take a quick look at the indices. TLT, I wanted to look at that. Bonds, 9150 potential shorter term target. It dipped back down through that 94 range and is now inside of this zone right here. This 9150 zone could be some support for bonds. A decent, a little bit of an update here. Percent yesterday. We want to see that also finding some support. S&P 500 chart here. We've talked about the ranges. The support area that was right here, and then another one that was right here. This 489 range has held up so far, and we'll see if that continues to be the case. It could potentially go all the way back down to 481. And if it does, if we do have a deeper retracement, so we can have essentially this much amount of volatility inside of the S&P 500 and still be in a pretty decent uptrend for sure right now at these levels. Let's look at sectors. We're seeing sectors which have been going back and forth a little bit here. A few of these bottom sectors, basic materials and real estate, that are hovering back and forth between this sell trend and hold trend. And we've got a handful in this upper buy zone as well. Commodities, if we look at oil's having some volatility here, down a little bit yesterday, still in that upper range, looking like it wants to continue to go higher. 71 support now on USO, which is the ETF for oil. And let's take a look at gold as well. See if we're getting support here on this pullback. 183, maybe an attempted support here. We're at the extreme range to the downside, and momentum for gold could find some support around these levels. And then also take a quick look at the muscle stocks group. Lots of good looking names in here across the board. We're continuing to see this move now in cryptocurrency stocks. We've got Coinbase in there. You've got a bunch of the digital miners, BT, CIFR, that are in this group. Really volatile, but really moving right now. Those are the ones to be aware of as well. Also still seeing some nice moves in the medical space. We've got a lot of nice looking stocks here in healthcare, in biotech, in cancer research. Lots of things happening here. Pharmaceuticals. Keep your eye on that new buy list for today. That'll do it for today's update. Everyone have a fantastic day today.